The Lost Book. A shaft of sunlight pierced the dusty attic, awakening the room from its slumber. Jay, the lone guardian of this aging house, had returned to sift through a lifetime of memories before its impending sale. As he ascended the creaking staircase, a wave of nostalgia washed over him. The attic was a time capsule, a repository of forgotten dreams and cherished moments. Amidst the clutter of old toys and faded photographs, he found a warm, leather-bound book, his college communication textbook. A wave of memories flooded his mind, taking him back to a time of youthful idealism and first love. He idly flipped through the pages, longing to revisit the textbook's content. Though he'd never been a star student, rarely cracking open a book, this textbook held a special place in his heart. It was all because of her. Suddenly, his mind drifted back to the day he first laid eyes on her. A shy, petite girl sitting alone in the front row. He had arrived early that day, a victim of daylight saving time, and was immediately drawn to her quiet demeanor. As the semester progressed, he noticed how she often found herself without a partner for group projects. Recognizing her solitary nature, the professor would repeatedly pair her with someone else. Because the professor would always have to partner her up with someone, he learned her name was Michelle. He wondered if she knew the meaning of her name. It seemed a perfect fit. He felt bad for her, noticing how she burned with embarrassment whenever the professor called her out for not having a partner. Making friends was effortless for him, but for her, it seemed a daunting task. One day, when yet another partner project was assigned, he resolved to partner with her to spare her embarrassment. But then, a new student, a bubbly and outgoing girl, joined the class a few weeks into the semester. She quickly formed a strong bond with Michelle, and the two became inseparable. Their friendship was an unexpected pairing, but it was undeniable. A turning point came when a major group project was assigned. Jay and his friend James, seeking two more team members, noticed Michelle and her friend were still unpaired. They invited them to join, and the four of them formed a surprisingly cohesive group. As the semester drew to a close, the group continued to spend time together outside of class. However, when Jay started dating a girl who lived in the same building as Michelle, the dynamic shifted. Awkward encounters in the lobby and community center became more frequent, and the easy camaraderie they once shared began to fade. The end of the year marked the end of their friendship. Years passed, and Jay moved to Boston to pursue a career in software engineering. Life moved on, and so did he. His life had taken a tumultuous turn. Financial stability had arrived, but his personal life was a wreck. The loss of his parents, the betrayal of a cheating girlfriend, and the constant micromanagement of his boss had left him feeling drained and disillusioned. He got up from his chair and went to the kitchen for more coffee. As he wandered the office hallway, lost in thought, he collided with someone. "So sorry," a familiar voice apologized. Looking up, he recognized the friendly face of Michelle. A surge of unexpected joy washed over him. "Michelle?" he exclaimed, surprised to see her there. "Hi," she replied, a bit puzzled. It was clear she didn't recognize him. He chuckled. "I'm Jay. We used to take the same communication course in college." "Oh my goodness, hi." "It's been so long," she replied. "It really has," he said. "What are you doing here?" Realizing the rudeness of the question, he quickly corrected himself. "I mean, how have you been?" She smiled politely. "I'm doing well. I actually just started working here. I got hired yesterday." Before he could delve deeper into the conversation, his phone rang. It was his boss, no doubt checking up on him. Apologizing to Michelle, he took the call. After the call, he turned back to Michelle and told her he had to go. Just when he had already turned around to head back to his desk, he couldn't help but to look back at Michelle and say, "Welcome." Realizing his mistake, he walked away, embarrassed by his own words. The rest of the day was a blur. He couldn't shake the feeling of wanting to see her again, but as the day ended, he unfortunately wasn't able to see her again. The next day, as he was leaving the office, his wish came true. Unfortunately, it became a dangerous encounter. Michelle was walking and drinking water. She was about to open the door when Jay was about to push it open, which caused the door to hit Michelle's bottle, thus spilling all over her. Feeling terrible, he rushed to get her napkins and help clean up the mess. After a while, they both laughed and started talking. From that moment on, their interactions became more frequent. Jay found himself drawn to her kindness, calm demeanor, and intelligence. He was determined to rekindle their friendship and perhaps something more. However, Michelle seemed hesitant to take their relationship to the next level. Despite the challenges, Jay persisted. He respected her boundaries and patiently waited for her to open up. Over time, their bond grew stronger, and they eventually embarked on a romantic relationship. With Michelle by his side, Jay found solace and happiness. She was his rock, his confidant, and the love of his life. Their love story, once so promising, began as a year-long friendship that blossomed into something more. 2 years later, however, it began to unravel. A series of misunderstandings, misaligned values, and differing life goals gradually pushed them apart. The final straw came at a friend's party, where a heated argument left them both feeling hurt and disillusioned. He couldn't help but wonder, what if they had aligned their paths? What if they had found a way to bridge their differences? The question lingered, a constant reminder of a love lost and a future that could have been. As Jay pondered these painful memories, he was jolted back to the present by his sister's voice. "Hello, Jay, are you okay? We need to finish emptying the house by tomorrow morning," she urged. He nodded, promising to wrap up soon. With a heavy heart, he returned to his thoughts. Focusing back on the book, every page a reminder of Michelle, he closed it and placed it back in the box. He knew he couldn't dwell on the past. He had to move forward. All he hoped now was that she was doing well. Regardless of how things ended, she remained his first true love, and he wished her all the happiness in the world. He finished packing and cleaning the attic. Before leaving, he looked for the communications textbook and dropped it in the donate box as a way to completely let go of the past.